Peace and love. Spread love, not hate. It's your boy Chef Disaster 3.0. Back at it with the content again. You already know what it is. Smash that like button on your way in. And I hope that you enjoy the show, you heard? Let's go. This one is about loyalty. And sometimes be loyal to a fault. But how do we know how to find a solution for these type of things if we don't talk about it? Let's have that conversation. The way that we be banging, this love is gang related. I wouldn't trade it for the world. My woman crushed.
Yo, that shit right there, bro. I fuck with that shit, bro. I know the nigga who made it, man.
Yeah, that shit hard, but he did it for all the wrong reasons.
Bro, yo, listen, I appreciate y'all for having me, man.
You already, bro.
Listen, good to see you.
Changed my mind state, start attacking things. I learned in life, sometimes you gotta switch lanes. Even real niggas go through pain. Once you learn you and the ones you love are not the same. It's mind-blowing when you think about it. Pour you up a cup of something clear, let's have a drink about it. Yo, used to call each other brothers till you found out this nigga was fucking your baby mother. You almost didn't read it. She was drunk and passed out and she forgot to delete it. Hella text talking about hella sex on how she be busting it open and getting hella wet. Damn, shit hurting and now you lurking. Start matching up the time, but she said she ain't had no service. Screenshot it and now you got it. What you about to do next, man? God can't even stop it. Whoa. They say that loyalty is everything. And be the one smiling in your face, that's your enemy. When you're not living right, every action got a price, and that cost could be your life, man. Love to have a nigga blind, seen it happen all the time. Went through it with me and mines, man. They say that loyalty is everything. Loyalty is everything. Sent him a text from her phone like he headed out of town and I'ma be here all alone. He replied in less than a minute flat saying hit me when he leave and I slide in through the back. Sent him the emoji with the kissy face. He's sitting back the eggplant joint saying you want a taste? Tears filling up your eyes, in your head you hearing big like somebody gotta die. Turned her over on her back, put the pillow over her face and that's that. Left her there and ran down. You already know what it is. It's your boy Chef D. Make sure you smash that like button. Hope that you're enjoying the show. That right there was my boy, Mouth, Loyalty, Joke Trap. I appreciate all of y'all. Let's get into it. Let's get right into it. So how y'all doing? Peace and love, spread love, not hate. We in the building, Socially Balanced TV, with your host, Chef Disaster 3.0. I appreciate all of y'all stopping in. I got a great topic for you tonight. I'm gonna give some credence to. You know, it's definitely something. It should be. You should already know what it is. You know, loyalty is a big thing for real. So you should already have a steady diet of it in your life or in any situation that you're dealing with. It just so happened that some of us we found out about loyalty in relationships and you know the dating kind, like a marriage or just a relationship you was in for a long time. It could even show its ugly face in just friendships, business relationships, you know. So loyalty plays a big part for me in most relationships that I am in. You know what I mean? Uh, it just so happened, you know, if I would have understood the worth of loyalty back when I had my situation, maybe I would have seen it before it was coming. Not that I could have stopped it, but sometimes you know when you fall, you brace yourself, you put your hands down or whatever, just to brace yourself from that fall, from taking the full blunt of the
the impact of the fall with your body. You brace yourself. Well, that's sort of the idea I have when it comes to this situation, survival love. Hopefully, not only I can learn things from the comments and the questions in the chat, but I also can learn from other people's experiences, and hopefully it's vice versa. You know what I mean? Um, what else? But yeah, that was my boy Mouth again. Dope artist, up and coming artist. You should check him out if you haven't. Word up. He's got a couple of tracks out there. That track right there was just called Loyalty in the beginning. Yeah, Loyalty. Yes. Let me see what we got in the chat. Say what's up to anybody in the chat because it's been a minute. If anybody in the chat. But give me a minute to get on to that. I'm going to just give commentary. You know how I do. You know how I do. We have a little fun. Maybe we'll play some music or something like that. I give my commentary. I tell my story. It's kind of late because it's been a minute. It's hard to get back on schedule. But we're going to get back on schedule. This is one of the first ones, meaning live streams I've done. I have been dropping other content for you guys to watch. Some stuff with food, some stuff about me and my chef, like, the actual content about myself. Word. Hold on one second. Let me check something out. I gotta check something out. Tell me what you want. Tell me what you need. Just tell me. Happy New Year to everybody. I hope you're having a good time and everything like that. I hope everything that you wish for to come true in 2025. If I didn't see you, we didn't cross paths somewhere on these YouTube streets or in the real world. Happy New Year's, happy holidays, happy birthday, all the celebrations. Um, yeah. Let me see something real quick. Yep. But mine's is starting off good. I got situations going on in my life that can use some improvement. But hey, we all got situations that can use some improvement, right? I'm not trying to put nothing on nobody, but we all not perfect. We all not perfect, and that'll lead me. If you think you're perfect, that'll lead me to believe there's something about you because ain't nobody perfect. You know, uh, that's like again that's on like how you should read people, like how you should see these things coming before they actually happen. Like loyalty, like this topic here, being loyal to a fault. Like I literally was loyal to a fault. It cost me, and it cost me for the most part for like the most damaging thing that it cost me was time. Because time, no matter what you go through, a person can be abusive to you. You can get over that. I'm not saying you get over it, whatever, but they're not putting their hands on you no more, so you can kind of like get over that. Is what I'm saying. Like the pain goes away, but time you can never get back. You can never get time back, and that's the most damaging. You can never get back the years that you missed with certain things. You know what I mean? Um, One of the sayings in the on the title is was pretty cool to me as I was searching through content about loyalty so we can educate ourselves with. I came across a saying, and it was so many people desire to be in a real relationship, but cannot even be in a relationship with themselves. You cannot give what you don't have, and you cannot receive what you aren't ready for. And it resonated with me. Like usually when things resonate with you, it means you get it. It means you get it, and that's a good thing when you get it. Trust me, because some people they just don't get it, no matter how you break it down to them, how you slice the pie up for them. They don't get it. They do not get it. So that's one of the things I want to do tonight. Is make sure that you get it. Yeah, we got some music. Got a little music. Hopefully it lasts. Let's see how long it lasts. I didn't charge it up, so we get a little bit out of it for now. But um, people don't get it. Loyalty to a fault. I once was loyal to a fault, and that shit cost me. I was just saying time, and I do wish I can get that back. But unfortunately, I had to learn the hard lesson of that. And we're gonna say it like this: I'ma do it, so y'all don't have to do it. So you Negro don't have to do it. Listen to me. You know what I'm saying? Um, when you're loyal to a person, that's like one of the best things, the best gifts you can give a person. Like think about it, like loyalty. You know, I mean, you pretty much have a person that you can count on for anything. They got your back. They support you in whatever you do. You really want to show a person that you care about them. Support them in the ventures that they're doing themselves, their little projects. Tell them what you think about it, and see how far that gets you. Loyalty is something that needs to be built, you know. But what I would say is, you know, do your research. Figure that person out. Figure out what kind of person that you're being loyal to. Because you could be being loyal to a person, for one, that's not even loyal to you. So make sure if you're giving, you're receiving the same amount of loyalty. You know what I'm saying? Giving and receiving. Loyalty is important in most relationships, all right? The title, like I said, what I just read, that was on the thumbnail, and one part of the quote was, when people don't even know how to be in a relationship with themselves. They want a relationship, but they don't know how to be in a relationship with themselves. And how do you be in a relationship with yourself, right? So ask, I ask myself that, right? Even though I pretty much know the answer because I spent a lot of time alone during my situation of surviving love. I spent a lot of time alone. And in that time, I learned how to love upon me. I learned how to love upon me a lot. And so, with that being said, you know, I know how to appreciate me. I know how to make me happy. I know what makes me not happy, and this, that, and the third. I know what makes me feel like, nah, I ain't dealing with it. I'm not fucking with that right now. I'm not on that type of time right now. You know what I'm saying? I can say that about myself. So one thing is you don't want to be around people and you can't tell if they love you or not, if they loyal to you or not. You don't want to be around people like that. You want to be around people that actively show you loyalty. You know what I'm saying? That actively show you this, and it'll pay off in the long run. It'll pay off for you in the long run to figure out how to read people. Like the saying of it is, how to read the room. That's reading a bunch of people at the same time. But this is for loyalty in your relationship. So you're doing all your reading and you're getting to know them and you're giving them your loyalty, right? And how do you know a person is being loyal to you? Is there a test for you to do to figure out their level of loyalty for you? Some would say there is, but a lot of times You figure those things out with the test of time. But truthfully, like for me, on my experience, a person has to want to be a loyal person. Like they have to want that. That has to be in them already. Like me, I'm just a natural loyal motherfucker. Like anybody that makes friends with me, they make a friend forever. And if there's not something that caused us to not be friends anymore, then that will last for just that. I'm gonna be taking that to my grave. You know what I mean? So loyalty to a fault can happen to a lot of people, especially when you're just a loyal individual. That's one of my biggest things. You know what I mean? I can't stress enough that people be loyal to one another. If you want to see um, progress in your situation, just be loyal, be honest, don't lie, shit like that. Like, don't do those things, and you won't find yourself in a situation that you don't want to be in. You know what I mean? So if I was gonna say um, one thing about a person's loyalty that really like drives me crazy, it would be the fact that they care for me as much as I care, as much as they care for themselves. Like in loyalty, to find out what it is, sometimes you do have to be a little bit, a little bit selfish. Like you don't want to give the people that you're trying to figure out if they're loyal to you or not access to you, your person, your emotions right away like that. You don't want to give everybody your loyalty because it could turn around and bite you like a snake. Like the snake could be going one way, and when you think he ain't paying attention, he already ready to bite you. You know what I mean? So you got to make sure a person is really loyal to you. Because the moment if a snake can tell you're gonna bite you, he's gonna bite you. If you make him feel like he's gonna bite you, he's gonna bite you. Regardless, the snake is gonna bite you. You get bit by the snake. But yeah, on some real shit, make sure loyalty is a good part of it. You got a steady diet of that in your relationship, your business relationship, your relationship with your wife. You want to really be loyal to your wife. You really hope to be loyal to each other because you're sharing things. You're sharing things like financial situations, bank accounts. You're sharing lives when you make babies. You know what I mean? You're sharing that. Hold on. All right, let's get this together. I know. Pay for the premium. Pay for the premium, chef. I know. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. At the end of the day, let me be great. You heard? Just let me be great. Can I be great? That's all I want to know. I like this beat though. Shit smooth. So we still rocking with the beat. Um, Loyalty to a fault. Uh, it goes like you know a person is doing some stuff that you just wouldn't agree with, and it's making you feel some type of way about them, but you don't call them out because you're like, I'm loyal to them. So, say for instance, in your relationship, you feel like your partner's stepping out, right? And the reason why you feel like this is because they're coming home late, but they got an excuse. You know what I'm saying? They got an excuse, and you so loyal to this person. You've been loyal to them, and you think that's the situation. You think that's what it is. You give them that, they give it back to you in return. So when they tell you, when the reason that they staying home late, they getting home later than normal, and they tell you why, you just take that as the answer. There's no investigating of it or trying to figure it out. You just be like, okay, that's what it is. And come to find out, they got a whole nother family on you during that little bit of time. I know it's crazy, but it's out there. It's out there. So that's why I'm saying this. You got to check everything. You got to check it all now. So now, instead of giving them the benefit of the doubt, I'm saying you should check that behavior. You should check it. You shouldn't be afraid to say something to your partner. You shouldn't be afraid to get the security that you need to be nestled within your thing you call your peace. You know, what you build with your partner is your peace. You know what I mean? So you want that to feel good. You want that to feel wholesome. You want that to feel real. You want to feel like you're a part of something that nobody else is a part of. But if they stepping out, then him, her, and everybody else who in this love triangle is now in your bedroom. You know, and that's why I believe, you know, inconsistent behavior is allowed to be checked. I mean, if you don't want to be caught up in nothing, and I get it, then maybe those type of relationships are not for you. I mean, they got things like polygamy picking up. I mean, why get in a relationship anyway if you just gonna cheat? You know, why do that anyway? Um, so loyal to a fault can have you out there looking real bad. You know, um, I come from a situation that's 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 like that. You know what I'm saying? Like Papa was a Rolling Stone type thing. Um, my grandfather probably got more kids all over the states that I know about. You know, sometimes you gotta be like, yo, who your mama is, who your daddy is. Just make sure you're not dealing with your cousins and nothing like that. Family, a long distance family member that you don't know about. Um, but yeah, man, if you gotta do that, then it maybe it's not for you. You know, it's something about being real to your situation, especially your relationship. Like it makes you feel good to know that they feel like you him and you are him. You know what I mean? So if you take that into your situation and that's what you thinking, and you're gonna give the person your best version of yourself, then that's how you should start, and that's how you should finish. I've been like big on if you start something, you finish it, no matter what it is. If you're struggling at finishing, don't give up. You know, there's outs for things like that. Giving up is cheating. Giving up is stepping out. Giving up is making another family with another woman or another man outside your situation that you already created. We're supposed to be creating peace and not war. War would be a broken home and then creating another home. And now the kids got to fight for your time, for your money, for your effort as a father or your efforts as a mother. You know what I'm saying? Um, so loyalty to a fault. Yeah, that's only if the person that you're being loyal to makes it to your fault. Because I enjoy my woman feeling like ain't nothing no one can do to come between us. Cause I know I enjoy that. I enjoy that shit. You know what I mean? I definitely enjoy it. So why wouldn't I give that? Why I wouldn't give 100% of that going into a relationship, saying I want a relationship, and then don't give 100%. Don't be as loyal as can be. You can ask people; they'll tell you. That's my biggest attribute is being loyal. You know, people that's in my circle that love me and show me love, they say like, "Yo, you do all this for your peoples," and if the shoe was on the other foot, them niggas wouldn't care about you, or them women wouldn't care about you. And I don't think that should be true because you get what you are. Like you attract what you are, and I think I attract loyal people because I'm loyal. And by chance we do come across snakes, and that's why we need to have these conversations so we can avoid that type of any reaction with the snakes. You know what I mean? So we can avoid those type of things from getting life, giving them legs so it can walk. Why should we do that? We don't what talk it into existence. Is that what people say? Yeah, we don't talk it into existence. Um, all right, so I promised y'all uh um uh I guess like a little story time about loyalty to a fault, loyalty to a fault. Let me dig in the crates. Let me dig in the crates. Let me figure out something that I can share with you guys that was something I was loyal to a fault in, where my loyalty was just like had me so blind I couldn't see what was wrong right in front of me, right in front of me. Okay, so it's one of my longer term relationships that I was in, and those who know me, you just know. If you're new here, you know some of the videos are still up. You can check out some of the live streams and kind of like ask questions, or you can ask questions in the chat. You can come up on the panel and talk to me if you like, however, whatever. Um, but I'm gonna say this: I once poured my all into a situation, and I came in that way though. I came in wanting to be um, a great husband, a better father, a loyal, a loyal servant to God. Um, you know, just everything that I visioned a man to be, what the model of a man in my head that I wanted to be. So I came into my situation that way already. Well, I'm gonna say I've always wanted to be like that, since that's one of the things I didn't have growing up, So I came into it with that um, thought in mind. Everything didn't go smooth. Nothing is perfect. I'm not perfect, so I'm not saying I always executed that the way it needed to be executed. But my heart was always pure, and I always wanted to go in that direction. So a lot of the times, um, my loyalty, being loyal to a person, came easy. Being loyal to my long-term situation was easy. It was nothing difficult about saying I want to give my all to you. It was nothing difficult about that. I did that like it was like breathing. And once I began to breathe, right, I started to like that shit. I started to like breathing. I started to like getting the good air that was coming in. And it would fill my lungs and it would fill my chest. And I would feel so alive. Right? And I didn't think that this person could do me no harm. How can a person who gave me life, who gave me legacy, who gave me a new beginning, a new understanding, not be loyal to me, to do something that would potentially cost me everything? Why would I think that person would do something like that to me? They just couldn't do it. No way, no how. But if that was to be true, y'all, then I wouldn't be on here talking about surviving love with y'all tonight, today, in real life, in reality. But I am. You know, so I'm breathing and I'm exhaling and I'm just loving everything about this person and everything we got going on. There's blinders on. Blinders. Like real blinders. Like, just blind. I can't see nothing. Can't see nothing. And it feels good. It feels good when you think things are going your way. And you know, I'm not even going to sit here and say I didn't enjoy the time that I did that. Because it just feels good to be a part of something. So I'm loyal. And I'm not seeing the red flags. The red flags are coming and they going. And I'm saying, nah, not me. I'm not even thinking about it. You know, every once in a while, you know, I'll say, like, I'm a jealous, controlling man, right? So in this time, in this moment, I was jealous, but not like how I am now. I didn't think nothing of it. I'm attracted to her. She's attracted to me. There's nothing for me to worry about as far as stepping out on me in that way. And I really felt that. And that was really, really true. But there were other signs that I didn't pay attention to when it came to loyalty. You know, sometimes a person shouldn't be alone when he has people in their life that say they love you, that say they care for you, that say they only want to see the best version of you. Then you should never be alone. You should always be a phone call away, a letter, a kite, a motherfucking smoke signal, whatever. And if the lights aren't flickering, then you gotta fix that. You gotta check that to see if it's for you, to see if you're not wasting your time. If you're not being loyal, if you're being loyal to a fault, you gotta find that out. Because some of us has been raised to be loyal to your partner, the one that you saying you love and the one that's saying they love you back. That's what you know. Who are you to tell you any difference? That's not how you should operate. Until you come across that person that tell you you gotta check that shit before you get into your next situation. Talking about that loyalty shit. Cause nigga, I'm your heart. I gotta feel it. Nigga, I'm your ego. That shit. I'm getting bruised, not you. Nigga, I'm your mental. I'm the one that's gonna be calling crazy, not you. I'm your time. I'm the one you're gonna be looking at talking about, I wish that it was like this. But nah, you don't get that. All you get is these conversations that you refuse to listen to. These red flags. When a person be trying to tell you something, you should listen. Because likely one day you're going to say, damn, I should have listened to that nigga. I know he was calling himself Chef Disaster, but I really should have listened to him. And I don't wish that for nobody. But I know better to know that a lot of us are loyal to a fault. And for some of us, it's not our fault. Remember, I'm going to do this so you don't have to. My experiences should help you with the situation. You know? What good is a person being in your life if they're not loyal to you? So now here I am, I'm in my situation, y'all, and I'm loyal, and the flags are flying. Hey, Chef, over here, I'm a flag. I ain't paying attention to that. Chef, over here, another flag, I ain't paying attention to that. And you know, sometimes we even, when you're loyal, you make excuses for the flags. Are you one of those people? Are you that kind of person? Then guess what? You're being selfish to yourself. What they say, don't something to spite your face? Or you guilty of all of that? Because it's going to be you and your broken heart in the dark, wondering where you went wrong. Wondering where things went wrong. How you could have been a better partner. When in the whole time, it's not even you. You just didn't pay attention. You didn't give yourself the chance to see that thing was never for you. You were convenient. The convenience. Say to yourself, they didn't like me, I was just convenient. You know, calling a spade is strong. You call a spade, you call that shit out, it helps. It helps to see how stupid you are through the point of view of you. Like, seeing like, dad, I was dumb. Because it's easy for a person to see somebody dumb and say, dad, you dumb. But what about that person that you see as dumb is you? Do we still get the same energy behind the dumb? Like, damn, you dumb. You look in the mirror and you say, damn, you dumb. Well, if you did that sometimes, maybe you won't do the things that you do repeatedly. Like, what do they say? Being crazy is doing the same thing, expecting different results, but always coming up with the same result at the end. Well, how many people can raise their hand and say they haven't been in that situation before? And if you're raising your hands right now, I'm saying congratulations for your long-lasting relationship. Because those of us that can't raise our hands, we done been in this Groundhog Day thing for a while now. We go into a situation expecting something different and find out that's the same damn thing, the same heartache, the same lies, the same mistreatment, the same behaviors, the same inconsistency, the same no motivation, low energy bullshit. Yeah, those are red flags. Now go ahead and lie and say you ain't never ignored none of that. Go ahead and lie to yourself. Remember the mirror? Go ahead and lie to yourself. Because I tell you what, you're not doing nothing but setting yourself up. You're not doing nothing but setting your own self up. And at this point, it's for heartbreak, failure, having a whole bunch of a room full of unloyal people, a party full of unloyal people. You got to check this shit. Because you're giving loyalty and and you ain't getting nothing in return. If I had the opportunity to see something, like if you just look at a person and you can see their loyalty, that's damn sure what I would want to see. They say loyalty is better than love. Because if you love me, you still a turn on me, you'll still fold. That's what they say. How many of y'all experience somebody talking about they love you and they still folded on you? Raise your hand. I know I have. I definitely have. You know, I started in the game, the trap game, the hustle game, the getting money game out here in these New York streets. And I was loyal to my brothers in arms to a fault. I was. And it cost me. A person say they love you, they supposed to love you. They are supposed to love you. And they do, but they're not loyal to your cause, my boy, my girl, my child, my adult, whatever situation you in. I feel like you need to know. You really need to know. Yeah, so that's what I'm talking about. Hold on one second. Hope y'all enjoying the show. I hope the sound is good. Everything's clear. I'm being transparent, you know. I'll be by your side the whole entire way. I love you too much. You know? Alright. If they're not, then what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Just imagine a life without loyalty. If you couldn't trust nobody. Oh, that's some ugly, grimy shit. I'd be in the room with the AR-15s, the Dracos, my Tech 9s, Glock. I won't even be opening the motherfucking door. That's how important loyalty is. Loyalty, honesty, things like that, man. You loyal to me, I would hope you don't lie, so that's why I say loyalty. I would hope that you wouldn't lie to me, in hopes of that. That's why, in hopes, good behavior, and a lot of prayer to the God, you know what I mean? A lot of prayer to the higher energy. That should help. That should help a great amount. So boom, we back. I'm being loyal, and I'm ignoring this. I'm ignoring the side. I know I get sidetracked, but I just love, sharing things. I love spreading love and peace and things like that. It helps me find that type of thing that I'm looking for when I'm looking for peace. Sharing peace helps me find peace. So I'm ignoring things. Not that I'm ignoring them. I know about them, and maybe I might have accepted. I'm gonna do better at it. And you're like, if she's telling me or he's telling me that they're gonna do better, then I'm gonna believe them. But if a person is telling you that, you gotta go behind them and check them. I know it might sound a bit micromanaged, But in the long run, you're gonna thank me. Yeah, you'll thank me. I tell you no lie, I kid you not. You're gonna thank me. So you check them. Check that shit. Nothing wrong with it. If checking somebody dampens your situation, messes up your rent, like if they're like, you need to chill, you need to fall back, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's really like talk to the hand. You remember that thing? Talk to the hand. Like, yeah, let them say it, but check them. Because people are only sorry when they get caught. They don't care why they out doing you greasy. They don't care. While they out doing you greasy, they don't care. They're not thinking about how you gonna feel if you find out. They're expecting you not to find out. So you know they're not caring about your feelings. Because they're expecting you not to find out. They're expecting to keep getting away with their bull crap for as long as possible. With their BS as long as possible. Right? And then when they get caught, it's like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I really love you. I don't know why I did it. Nah, you know why you did it. You know why you did it. You're caught. You're busted now, and it's over. Don't be putting out with this stuff, y'all. Don't do it to yourself. I tell you, since I've been surviving love, hey, guess what? I've been lonely a little bit, but I have not been lonely a little bit. I'm good. And depending on how you allow it to affect you, you'll be good too. So it's worth it to check it. Remember all the things I was talking about? You know, bruising your ego, breaking your heart, making you crazy. You skip all that BS when you catch it by the when you ride that bull by the horn. You nip it in the bud. Nip it in the bud. I'm serious though. I'm serious. Check that behavior. It really needs to be checked. You know, I'm just dropping jewels on you. Dropping gem after gem after gem. Just call me Chef Disaster the Jeweler. Just start calling me the Jeweler from now on. Because how many gems I drop on them. But loyalty, man. Loyalty. Tap into your innermost loyalty. Reserve it. Hide it. When you keep it to yourself, you know, you're loyal to yourself first, you enjoy it that much more when you share it with somebody else and they embrace it and they shared what they kept secret to themselves and they shared theirs back with you and now you're both sitting there sharing things that are just making you so much strong, so much better. That's what you want. You want to reap the benefits. You want to redeem that reward of being loyal to someone. Okay? And you won't have to do it because I already did it. But I tell you like this. When I was loyal to a fault, It cost me. You know what I'm saying? I told you I missed the red flags. Um, what did I lose? You might ask. Well, what did it cost you, Chef? What did being loyal to a fault cost you? It cost me time I couldn't get back with my children. It cost me the opportunity to be impactful. It cost me a purpose. Even though you found a new one. We pray to the gods for that too. Yeah, we do a lot of that. We do a lot of that. We just do a lot of that. Cause I do a lot of that. Um, being loyal to a fault, meaning being blind. Being blind. They say love is blind. I say love is in loyalty. I agree with the love and blind. I also believe in loyalty. And both of them will have you not seeing shit the way it's supposed to be seen. You know? Because, like, if you take your hands and you put them on the side of your face, you can see everything in front of you. Try it. I know you should already know it. But you can see everything in front of you. You can't see nothing on the side of you. Somebody was about to come and bop you upside the head. You wouldn't be able to see him because you can't see on the side of you because your hands is there. Well, that's what it's almost like that, being loyal to a fault. You only can see what the person is putting in front of you. Ain't that some shit until that hand get moving and it is somebody right beside you, ready to bust you upside your head. And not in the term of it. The actual person that's supposed to be loyalty is the actual person that's busting you upside the head. And it might not be literally. I mean, you can just come home and find somebody in your bed or someone sitting in your couch, someone enjoying your rent that you work to pay while you at work, somebody at home enjoying your rent, eating your food, driving your car, up in all over your partner. hmm That's the hit I'm talking about. It can come in the form of a baby too. Yeah. All that. So you don't want to find yourself in that situation. Be mindful. When you're mindful, you know, you're giving yourself an advantage. Me, I like to let the person sink or swim. Just sink or swim with me. Sink or swim. Uh, I did have something I wanted you to check out. Give me 1 second. Mm-hmm. 1 second. Yes, ma'am. And you know it. Yeah. Just check this out. Let's tap into it real quick. So I forgot to tell you I love you, and not because I don't love you, but
show you a different way. You see, so I forgot to tell you I love you. And not because I don't love you, but because I show you every day. And I know you want to hear it from time to time, so I figured I'd show you a different way. You see, I just want to spend my nights with you and wake up with you the next day. And even after the noon, I want to be your evening sunset when the sky's colors change. I want to look into your eyes and see a plan. And not just any plan, but the type of plan that we both end up with rings on our hands. Long walks on the beach without toes imprinting the sand. I want to show you I love you like that couple that used to fuss at Brother Man on the fifth floor. Like, I want to listen to the rain with you. Like, really build and maintain with you. And if anything changes you, I want to be that thing that changed me. I mean, I want to be your best friend. You know, the one you call up, gossip, to confide in. And even when we're beefing, you don't call your friends and lie to them. I want to be what you want me to be, and not just the want to be, but I want to be that feeling when you're listening to Darnell Jones where I want to be. I mean, you know that tingling feeling when you riding to work. I want you to focus on me like you riding to her. See, if love was a piece of delivery guy, I'd order 2 toppings of honesty and communication alongside some bomb-ass wings and french fries. A 2-liter Sprite because my thirst for you needs to be quenched. I know I used to be a player, but love, I needed to be benched. And you coaching me through my insecurities. We a team with championships, and you're the real MVP. And now every dude envies me because his WCW became my WCE. See, her yeses and her nos were on a need to know basis. Love faces when she's ready for me to usher her into trading places. See, this ain't no ordinary love, so I figured I'd Sade it with my tongue so she knows the meaning of a smooth operator. That's a bar. Kissing and scratching, soft sides to the way her body's reacting lets me know that we're in sync and there's no turning my heart when I'm with you, just piecing and patching. See, the most beautiful thing about her is that she loved with no regrets. And she would get hurt and decide to love again, and she would do it so effortless. I mean, I've literally seen women stress over being cheated on by their ex and leave him and treat him like he doesn't even exist. I mean, let's be honest, we all got to get it over, period. But a sentence isn't a sentence unless you add a period. And hurt people, period. But you got to take a chance on love because being hurt and staying hurt is different. I've seen people love serious. I've even seen people fake being in love because they didn't want to be single, period. I used to think loving someone meant perfection in a person, but you got to judge them by their flaws to see if they even worth it. And never tilt your crown, queen, even if the frontals on your bundles ain't permanent. But the respect that you demand from that man, make that man earn it. And I know giving yourself to someone unapologetically can take his toll, but you got to make that man pay the meter. And if he doesn't, you send a ticket to his address because there's no easy pass to where love can go. I mean, you got to call a spade a spade because if you draw your heart, you might lose that card. That's how the deck gets played. And if you feel like you got to submit, make sure that guy you're with is worth sticking around with because if he doesn't provide you mentally, what's the point of sticking around for the bullshit? I mean, I know being lonely can get lonely, but what's the point of being lonely in a relationship, struggling to be happy with someone just to end up hating them? I mean, you got a better chance from getting on Christian Mingle and finding an atheist. See, I know why Erykah Badu told her dude to call Tyrone because there was no elevation and she got tired of staring out her window seat at other people's relations and she didn't want to go on and on with the times of wasting, so maybe in another lifetime. Poem. Yeah.
Bravo. Did you hear it? Did you hear the poem? Pretty good poem. Mac Capone. You check him out on WAN. WAN here on YouTube, Mac Capone. There's a lot of other great poets over there. A lot of great poetry. I'm a person that likes poetry. But did you hear how again, that's the art. Did you hear his art? Did you hear how he expressed a lot of things within his art? But if you actually listen to him and you go deep within your mind, Could you find yourself being in some of those situations that was in the poetry? And if you did, do you know why? Do you know why that is? I could tell you what I think, what I believe it to be. But I believe it to be. Hold on one second. Give me 1 second. Get this right. It's because it's an emotion. It's something that, as humans, we all share. You know, endearment. It's certain emotions that we have, we all share. And you might say, hey, I'm different. There's no way I'm like this guy, or there's no way I'm like her. But we're similar in a lot of ways. We hurt the same. We bleed the same. We breathe the same. So why would you believe that emotions, which are chemically produced or induced or triggered or however you want to call it, those emotions come the same way as they come in my brain, as they come in your brain? A lot of people been through it. And there's people all over the place trying to tell you, be careful, there's traps out there. You know, you wonder why parents are so overprotective of their children and who they date and things like that. Because don't nobody want their child to go through that. If you can remember how it felt to be hurt, you don't want your child to go through that. Mindful, prayer, and control what you can control. You know? Not being ignorant to a situation that really exists is important. It's key. It's key to your execution. You know, we not perfect, right? But we can practice good behavior. When you practice poor behavior, you're gonna get poor results. So I truly believe that we attract what we are. You know, sometimes, you know, you're overweight, you might attract people that are a little overweight too. You're funny, you might attract people that are funny. You're loyal, you might attract people that are loyal. Vice versa, so forth and so on. Right? But it's up to you to embrace first when it's given to you, but embark on and make better and add it to your situation and improve on it. Make improvements. You make me better. Remember that song? You make me better. Wait, you know, you make who is that? Neo. You make me better. Make the person that you decided to have in your life do something to make them better. When I got that special somebody, right? You know, you hold them in the arm and you loving up on them and you feeding them and you clothing them and you giving them everything you wanted, right? And you got them. Sometimes, like, You get to feel like I wish a nigga was. Like, you really get to enjoy that. You earned that. Just like a woman feels like she earned that man's protection, that man's stability. She earned that. And he picked her. Is that worth being loyal to? I mean, it's worth fighting for. And in some cases, it's even worth dying for. So don't let nobody play in your face. Don't be out here giving all your loyalty to a motherfucker who don't deserve it. And I go for anything. You know how you drink something that's full of sugar, right? And it's good, you enjoy it. But then you go right behind it with something else sweet, you can't taste nothing. Well, if you keep giving a person your loyalty and you keep ignoring the flags and you keep getting hurt, the next time you go to taste something sweet, you ain't gonna be able to taste it. It's not gonna taste like nothing. It's gonna be like you just in a partnership. You actually just have a roommate. But you don't trust the process no more. You don't trust the process anymore. And I don't blame you. Who could blame you? You've been loyal to it for too many times and it cost you. Shit, it cost me. I don't know if I put myself through anything like that again, am I gonna be able to rebound from that? So I'm not going. I'm just not going. I'd rather sit here on the dock of the blade, me and my blunt, and my God. And oh my God. Shit, I'll figure it out. It'll figure itself out. Right? Some people be like, yo, like this song, actually, the beat playing. How many people actually listen to the words and understand what she's actually talking about? She's really, now she's being loyal to the person. She's like, I'll testify for you. She's going in on this song. If they ain't loyal like that to me, throw the whole chick away. Throw away. Throw away. I don't want it. I don't want it. If you're not loyal to me like that, I don't want it. That's what I'm talking about. But seriously, like, I know I'm making light of this situation because she is talking about, I'm not telling you to get arrested for somebody. I'm not telling you to help them with the body. I'm not telling you to do none of that. You know who you love. You know who you loyal to. You know what your cause is. You know what your purpose is when you met that person. If you feel me, tap in with me. Put a heart in the chat. Because for those of us that know what I say, we did it so you don't have to do it. Yes. We do it so you don't have to. My experiences. Fuck what you heard, nigga. It's what I'm living. How many people can say that? Ask the content creator to say that. I fucks with me. Who I fuck with? Say to yourself, I fuck with me. I'm my biggest fan. Low key, I'm my biggest hater too. Look, yep, me. My biggest hater. Always looking at something like, I don't like that shit, man. That's how a lot of my content never make it on the platform. Steady hating on myself. But I tell you what, for me and for those who are like me, when we know better, we do better, don't we? When we know better, we do better. You know, you reach that point of contingency and you be like, Denzel Washington in Training Day. And how you be? You be like, King Kong ain't got shit on me. Nothing. I'm just telling you how I feel. For those who don't know. Listen to me. Fuck with me. Fuck with me. When you see me come on, when they send you that notification, tap in. Hit that like button. Because I'm Chef Disaster the Jeweler and I'm dropping nothing but gems. Nothing but the gems. We doing that work. No crybaby bullshit over here. Come on, ladies, gentlemen, those in the cloud. I sound like I'm crying? Nah, it's testimony. It's testimony. I gotta make you feel it. Because a lot of us don't listen unless you make them feel it. Alright? Gotta hit them where it hurt. I'm serious though. A lot of us don't listen. That's why I picked the thing that says, two imperfect people trying to make it work. That's how each situation starts out. Two imperfect people trying to make an imperfect situation work. The odds are already stacked against you. It's already stacked against you. You're already supposed to fail. So I don't know about you. The person that I want to, if I'm going to lay in the ground next to somebody when I die for the rest of my, I was with them for in life and then I got to lay with them in death. I want to know if they're going to be loyal to me. Because there comes a point before you get in that box. And some of those aren't our best years on the way out, on our way back home to the energy where we come from. A lot of those years aren't our best years. But guess what? When you got that person that's been loyal to you, next to you, right next to you, it don't make it that bad. It's still going to feel the way it's supposed to feel. But I tell you what. You ever see how them dogs be loyal to they? And I'm not trying to say it's the same, but you should be proud to be that fucking loyal. But dogs are loyal to their owners. They love them with their life. And they animals. They have animal instincts. We are human beings with emotions and blood pumping through our veins and all of this and that. And we still can't master the things of loyalty, commitment, to make our situations better. If you can just a little itty bit of your time into that. How good it would feel. That's all I'm saying. I don't know if you see the link If you can hear it, I don't know. StreamYard has been acting, they've been updating their system a lot, so things, sometimes they go left, sometimes they go right. I don't know. But the link is in the chat for anybody who wants to come up and have the conversation, who want to just question what I got going on, or just want to say what's up. Now's the time. I'm gonna give a little food for thought. You know how we do. You know, I just love this shit. I just love this shit, man. I wouldn't do it if I didn't. You know, my little aotis. It's because, you know, we all got lives, we got personal things going on in our life that demands more of our time than the time that we actually have. It's 24 hours in a day, and, you know, you really only get to enjoy about 3 or 4 of them things sometimes. So, you know, it's about the motivation and the feeling to get online and give content and to get up here and speak to things that are on your mind, that are on your chest, you know what I'm saying? Whether you think that's a talent or not, I'm telling you it is. You know, your favorite content creator can't even do it. You know, my shit is a gift. For me, the jeweler, Chef Disaster, the jeweler, because I'm always dropping them gems on them. But food for thought. Sometimes we put our all into one thing, and we do that blindly, not thinking that the one thing we just put our all into might one day come crumbling down, might one day just poof, disappear, or one day just shatter into a million pieces, or one day just burn into smoke and nothing but ashes is left behind, or one day it might just stop listening to you, and then another day it might just not look at you, and another day it might not even care about you at all, and another day it might just stop coming home. And that whole time you sat there and watched, not because you didn't care, it's because you never seen that in the person. All you saw was love, all you saw was light, all you saw was happiness. See, you created a situation that wasn't real. You were your worst enemy. Now it's you that has to pay. Shout out to the people who paid with their life, suicide victims. Prayers and condolences to the families left behind in those type of situations. I had a couple of those in 2024. We don't need no more of that in 2025. Help somebody help you, or just help somebody. It's your boy Chef Disaster. Plates Prevention. Peace and love. Spread love, not hate. And I'm out.
Darkest hour, I wanna come for you. I know you've been alone. Oh, where do you go? In your head, when in the real world is snow. Oh, I know how you hate the cold. Spend your life life searching for more. Afraid to leave, afraid to show. Afraid to leave, afraid to leave, afraid to show. Sometimes find yourself knowing no. Lost and looking for a soul. Grabbing for what you can hold. Sometimes realize there's nowhere to go. Cause the thing we're searching for is just waiting back home. Waiting back home. And you've done your walking, probably enough for two. Often you've had it rough, but you also had your cup filled up. And we both know, every time you come around, every time you return, you see it in your tired eyes. Sad to see that you still have more to go.
Let me tell you something, Teresa. It can't be anything like love, can it?
No, it mustn't be. It can't.
Would it be inconvenient?
Terribly. Anyway, I know it isn't. Oh, my.
Right into our hearts.
Music.
It does, doesn't it? Teresa, you're so...
My instincts are melting away. What is it, about our feet of clay or something? It's not under the pool. It's just over the lawn and in the birch grove. It'll be lovely now.
Tracy, you're tremendous.
Put me in your arms.
Sometimes find yourself knowing no. Lost and looking for your soul. Grabbing for what you can hold. Sometimes realize there's nowhere to go. Cause the thing you're searching for is waiting back home. I stay waiting for you. I stay waiting for you. I stay waiting for you.
You already know. Enjoy the rest of your year. Happy New Year.